Good morning, everyone. Virgo here, and welcome to Snoop4Truth. Today, we're going to be taking another look at D.Tavares, which you see on your screen right now, having this interview. Deborah is a well-known scaremonger and an alarmist who likes to inform her audience that they are about to die any minute. This is something that we have been watching her do for years on end. She has a website that's published online called stopthecrime.net, where you can get your fill of conspiracy theories anytime you'd like. Deborah is particularly insidious with the way she does her fear-mongering because she always takes it to a massive extreme. And she's managed to do that once again in today's episode of The Rothschilds Are Restructuring North America hoax. In this hoax, D.Tavares fraudulently claims that an October 30th, 2017 press release stated that the Rothschilds were restructuring North America itself, as in taking it over and changing it. Let's take a listen to what Deborah has to say about this specific press release herself.
We're going to get into that because Rothschild is coming to North America to restructure North America. But again, I alluded earlier in the program about the press release from Rothschild Global Advisory. I want to tell you what it says. Rothschild names 2 new co-heads for restructuring North America. And it says one of the world's leading independent financial groups, Rothschild Global Advisory, has announced that they have promoted these co-heads for restructuring North America, effective immediately. They have been part of the senior leadership of the firm's restructuring practice for many years and will continue to be based in New York. Their names are Homer Parkhill and Stephen Antonini. And they go over the past year, Rothschild has taken significant steps in strengthening and expanding its presence in North America as global head of technology and will lead the firm's new office in Silicon Valley. Again, effective immediately. So what is resilience? Well, it's the control of all resources in the United States. And they're telling us that this is for our benefit that they're bringing in resilience. So I'm going to read to you now what's on the Resilient Cities website with the definition of urban resilience. This is city resilience. They say cities face a growing range of adversities and challenges in the 21st century. From the effects of climate change, again, they're using weather weapons, all right? With the effects of climate change growing, migrant populations to inadequate infrastructure to pandemics, which they are creating, to cyber attacks. Resilience is what helps the city adapt and transform in the face of these challenges, helping cities to prepare for both the expected and unexpected. They are waging weather weapons on us. They're moving us out of our rural lands. They're seizing control of the water supply right now. We're going to have water rationing very soon. And they say depends. Urban resilience is the capacity of individuals, communities, institutions, and businesses and systems within a city to survive, adapt, and grow.
Sounds very concerning, doesn't it? But the subject press release does not say this at all. Instead, it merely says that a Rothschild company was restructuring in North America, as in inside of North America. A full reading of the press release indicates that the term restructuring, as used in the subject press release, refers to Rothschild restructuring debt, as in refinancing, not restructuring all of North America itself. Let's take a look at that press release now. We're over on prnnewswire.com, and this is the news release on the Rothschild and Company naming Homer Parkhill and Stephen Antonelli as co-heads of restructuring. Notice that it says in North America, not in absence of the in for North America. That makes a huge difference on what this press release actually means. Heading again being Rothschild and Company names Homer Parkhill and Stephen Antonelli as co-heads of the restructuring in North America. This was released in New York, October 30th of 2017 by PR Newswire. Rothschild Global Advisory, one of the world's leading independent financial advisory groups, today announced that it has promoted Homer Parkhill and Stephen Antonelli to co-heads of restructuring in North America, effective immediately. Mr. Parkhill and Mr. Antonelli have been part of the senior leadership of the firm's restructuring practice for many years and will continue to be based in New York. Announcing the promotions, Jimmy Nisa, head of Rothschild North America, said, quote, "In looking at our priorities for building the business in North America, the leadership of Rothschild felt that now was the time to elevate Homer and Steve to this role. This is an important move for Rothschild as we ensure the firm is in a strong position in the market for many years to come. We are truly excited about the future of this group under the new leadership," end quote. Mr. Parkhill has over 19 years of restructuring, reorganization, and strategic advisory expertise and has been central to Rothschild's restructuring group's success during his 16-year tenure with the firm. Mr. Parkhill has restructured more than $85 billion of debt, advising U.S. and international debtors and creditors in recent high-profile restructurings, including Sun Edison, Westinghouse, U.S. Steel Canada, Alpha Natural Resources, Nextel International, American Airlines, OGX, and Corporación Geo, to name a few. Mr. Parkhill's experience also includes a wealth of distressed merger and acquisition transaction experience and a track record of successful expert witness testimony on financing and valuation matters. Mr. Antonelli joined Rothschild in 2009 and has over 20 years of experience providing restructuring and debt and equity capital advice to his clients. His experience spans a broad range of industries, both domestically and abroad, and he has been an integral part of Rothschild's senior restructuring team since his arrival. He has restructured over $100 billion of debt while advising both debtors and creditors in some of the most significant and complex restructurings, including Caesars Entertainment Corp., Cengage Learning Incorporated, Siva Group, American International Group, Momentive Performance Materials Incorporated, YRC Worldwide Incorporated, and so on. I'm not going to go ahead and read through all of those. They're all corporations, obviously. Steve also has extensive experience buying and selling distressed businesses, providing expert testimony, and advising boards on a variety of strategic matters. Mr. Parkhill stated, quote, "I am honored to be taking over this role and looking forward to working with Steve to continue to build our restructuring advisory practice, which is already an industry leader. I have been fortunate to help grow this group for the past 16 years and am grateful for this opportunity to continue helping our clients navigate their most difficult restructuring challenge." Mr. Antonelli commented, quote, "We have built a strong restructuring practice here at Rothschild, and I am thrilled to help lead this group and put the firm in an even better position for the future. Homer and I have worked closely together for many years, and we are looking forward to helping Rothschild continue its long history of providing clients with best-in-class services and advice," end quote. Over the past year, Rothschild has taken significant steps in strengthening and expanding its presence in North America. Earlier this year, Rothschild announced that Chris Gardner joined the firm as global head of technology and will lead firm's new office in Silicon Valley. Rothschild also added Michael Speller as head of debt advisory, North America, and hired Walid Chiari as a managing director on the technology team. And then it goes on to add a couple more of the managing directors that have been added on, including the head of consumer and head of healthcare team, it looks like, all within the past year. You'll notice, once again, that highlighted word, restructuring in North America. This press release does not say Rothschild and Company names Homer Parkhill and Stephen Antonelli as co-heads of Restructuring North America. The purpose of this hoax was to fraudulently create a link between the Rothschilds and Agenda 21, to make Americans think that the Rothschilds are restructuring all of North America under the Agenda 21 model of sustainable development, which D.Tavares falsely claims will drive us out of our rural and suburban homes and into tightly packed, overpopulated kill cities and smart cities in furtherance of the planned extinction for mankind. Let's take a listen to what D.Tavares has to say about this.
And why I say that is we have a announcement from Rothschild. It's the plan to restructure Northern California. And it is horrific when you look at the plan, because they're moving in with intention in 2018 now to restructure the United States of America. Of course, it's a global restructuring plan, but they're setting up shop in Silicon Valley, and they're going to be creating resilient cities. And this is extremely important to understand, and I'm going to explain that because of everything that I could tell you today, besides everything else I'm going to tell you today. The resilient cities is utmost to understand and to know this is the transformation in your cities right now by the corporate setup of your city councils, your board of supervisors, in fact, all agencies, healthcare, education. It doesn't matter how you can check to see that you are being fooled through false science and through a nest of dangerous and killing agencies throughout our country is simply do this.
In conclusion, the Rothschilds are not restructuring North America. Instead, a single Rothschild company is only restructuring debt, as in refinancing, inside of North America. When one watches D.Tavares and any of her videos, you should use discernment and always look up the facts. D.Tavares likes to incite fear and hatred in her followers. Please make sure you do your research before you blindly follow this woman. Thank you again to Snoop4Truth for doing such wonderful research for us and warning everyone in the communities online of what D.Tavares is falsely making claims about and spreading and inciting hatred and fear in so many. Everybody have a wonderful day. And for those of you that would like more of Snoop4Truth, take a look at the Snoop4Truth playlist that you'll find in the description of this video, or you can find it on the homepage of the Virgo Triad channel. Everybody take care and have a great day.